Attack on Mika!
I'm Mika, an ordinary housewife. But when I say that, people react like this. Oh no, you're the president's wife. You're being too modest. I envy you. It's true. My husband is a business owner. Not that it's a big company. We may be well off compared to those around us, but...
Hey, you know what? Excessive modesty is rather disrespectful. You should be proud. Us as wives of a president should be.
This is a mom friend, Suniko. Apparently, her husband runs a company as well. We're friends because we're similar in that regard. However...
Look, I bought another brand bag in one lump sum. That's the perk of being a president's wife. Isn't that right, Mika-san?
Yeah. To be honest, I don't really like this lady since she boasts a lot. Even though we're both wives of a president, unlike her, I prefer a modest lifestyle. Mom! With Suniko-san, I often feel a big difference in our values. As long as I have a loving family, that's all I need to be happy. Then one day, our lives changed completely. My husband died in a car accident. I can't see Dad anymore? Yes, I'm sorry. I don't have to tell you how shocked we were to be left behind. But the misery didn't end there. We found out that our husband's company was actually in the red, and we were in debt. He hid it from us to not make us worry. The number of employees had been drastically decreasing, and even the board members left the company after he passed away. It seemed hopeless to rebuild, but I didn't want to destroy the company that my husband had worked so hard to build. With that in mind, I succeeded him and became the president. However, there was no way a novice in business management could run a company, and the company's performance continued to decline. In addition, I used up most of his inheritance and savings by paying off debts. I sold the house, but still couldn't pay off the debt, and life became extremely difficult. Mom, bean sprouts again? Bean sprouts are actually full of nutrients. And cheap. Oh. And even at the kindergarten.
Oh my!
Good morning.
Look who it is! The new president of a company on the verge of bankruptcy. Company continues to lose money and haunted with debt. A shabby apartment for a house as well. It must be miserable being a poor president with no connections.
Yes.
I heard that a lot of employees quit as well. Your husband must not have had any connections or credibility. Unlike my husband.
You're right. I'm an insufficient, useless boss. But please, don't say anything bad about that man.
What? Shut up, poor lady. Yes. Why don't you try working as a janitor in my husband's company? Maybe you could make some connections there. I mean, you could make more money as a janitor than at a company that's on the verge of bankruptcy.
No, thank you. Although frustrated by Suniko's turn against me, I didn't have time to deal with her each time, so I kept letting it slide. However, one day, Mom, I don't want to go to kindergarten anymore. What? How come? Everyone avoids me.
Go away, E.T.!
Why?
E.T.'s poor, so we can't get involved with him. Mom told me so.
How dare you? I immediately called Suniko. What are you telling your child? You're disgusting!
But it's true, isn't it? If you get involved with the poor, you'll be unhappy too.
You've gotta be kidding me.
Oh, just to let you know, it's useless even if you talk to the kindergarten about it. My husband donates a lot of money to the kindergarten. They won't listen to a word you say.
No, I didn't want to force Ichi to go to kindergarten. So I let him take a day off and took him to work with me. Speaking of which, sports day is coming up soon, isn't it? But now is not the time to be worrying about that. Company management, debts, and Suniko's harassment. Various problems were weighing heavily on my mind. Maybe I should just close the business. I'll still have debts. If I pay them back little by little, I'll be able to manage. It was hopeless for me to run a company in the first place.
Excuse me. Is this the right office for Shingeki Corporation?
Yes? Who is this scary guy? Could it be a debt collector?
Is the president here?
I am the president. Could you please wait a little bit more for the payments?
What?
Vroom! Ow! Ichi?
Oh!
Oh no. Huh? A few days later.
Oh, poor Miss President. You're still alive. You haven't shown your face for the past few days, so I thought you and your son had both died in the field.
Can I help you?
How's life in poverty? Is it still hard for you?
No, I'm happy every day.
Oh, don't try to act so tough. Look at yourself.
I'm not trying to be tough or anything.
You're no fun. I was just about to make lunch out of your tale of woe.
Such bad taste.
Shut up! You're poor. Go away. Your poverty is gonna spread.
Did you just make fun of her for being poor? That's no good. It's not good to make fun of people for being poor. That person is trying their best to live. No one has the right to make fun of them.
What do you want? Who are you?
Let me introduce you. This is Big. He's helping us rebuild our company right now.
Nice to meet you.
Going back to a few days ago.
Oh.
Oh no.
Yoriichi? I've missed you so much!
Whoa! What? Wow, so high! How do you know my son's name? What are you?
I'm someone that owes a big favor to President Okamoto. My name is Big.
Oh, is that right?
I came here today to thank him.
My husband is no longer. Big didn't seem to know that my husband passed away. So I explained.
No. Why did President Okamoto? I haven't repaid him yet.
A short time later, Big told me about his past. 5 years ago, Big was mistreated at work just because he was an immigrant in Japan. It went on for a while, which exhausted him both mentally and physically. And one day, he got into a fight with the boss for making fun of his skin color, which got him fired. He was crying in the park in frustration and happened to meet my husband by chance. My husband was actually involved in a human resources development business as well, and he invited Big to join him. He then trained him to be sufficient enough so he could succeed in Japan.
The president really saved my life. If I hadn't met the president, I wouldn't be where I am today.
I see.
But I'm glad you're taking over the company. Please, keep up the good work.
Well, we're actually in quite a bad spot right now. I explained to Big honestly about the current business situation.
I see. Then please, let me be of help.
Huh? But...
No problem. I'm just returning the favor.
And so, Big decided to help rebuild the company. He immediately introduced me to an excellent consultant he knew, and the rebuilding of the company began. Big came to see me every day, and Ichi took a liking to him very quickly. Big!
This Ichi is so cute.
Ichi, it's sports day tomorrow. What do you want to do?
If Big is with me, I'll go. Hey, Big, you'll come, right?
Of course!
What? What can this man do? He looks like a gorilla who can only do manual labor.
Hey!
You can mock me all you want, but to make fun of Mika-san, who's struggling financially, is unforgivable. Please apologize to Mika-san.
No! Why do I have to?
Please apologize.
Ah! Ah! Somebody help me! Some savage man is about to attack me!
What's with all the fuss? Wait, Big Son? It's a pleasure seeing you.
Oh, hi!
Huh?
Huh? But why are you here, Big Son?
Wait, what's going on? You know him?
Well, he's a very important business partner.
What?
Big is currently an owner of a fast-growing company. He's also well acquainted with Suneko's husband's company.
Let's see. Well,
What? Tsuneko! How dare you!
Well, actually,
Suneko!
I took this opportunity to expose Suneko's harassments and outbursts to her husband.
I am so sorry. Come on, you two, get your head down. Put it on the ground.
Wait, why does a celeb like me have to do this?
I'm so surprised Big-san and Suneko-san's husband knew each other. Having too many connections is something to think about, isn't it? Right, Suneko-san?
Damn it! They're so poor!
Shut up! Don't embarrass me anymore.
Suneko was severely scolded by her husband after this.
Look, it's a 2-meter shoulder lift. That's amazing. I want to ride it too.
E.T., I won't exclude you anymore, so let me ride on his shoulders.
After that, Suneko was given a stern warning by her husband and became very quiet. Ichi was no longer excluded, and the case was closed. The company succeeded in rebuilding itself with the help of Big. The performance was gradually improving. But the real beginning is from here. I will continue to devote myself to becoming a full-fledged president as soon as possible. Someday, just as my husband saved Big's life, I hope I can save someone too.
Thank you.